So Coachella passes for next year go on sale next week, and all I can say is please guys, if you can afford the payment plan, at least lock in for your ticket.
Do I go to Coachella or am I just being influenced?
I went to Coachella for the first time. It was so much fun, and this morning my friend Sam and I booked Coachella 2027.
They didn't even stand a chance. Like, those were sold out already. Like, huh? Like, which one of you has that 15K no limit or no limit Amex?
Coachella 2027 is already selling out $10,000 tickets before it even starts. And everybody this year was financing Coachella like it was a car payment. Klarna, credit cards, payment plans, going into life-changing debt for one weekend. At this point, we have to talk about the one thing nobody wants to admit. Coachella is no longer just expensive, it's financed. So welcome to Debtchella. And while we've been over here giving you Broke-chella, Rich-chella, Food-chella, Danger-chella, even Bieber-chella, this is what Coachella was actively up to as Coachella 2026 is going on.
I literally am still sick from weekend one. Like, you can hear it, and they're hitting us with this.
Now, hold on. This deserves a pause. It says here, greedy MFers? Not Coachella getting greedy too, but I digress. It says here Coachella is from April 9th to 11th and the 16th through the 18th of 2027. But what does that say here? The advance sale begins Friday, May 1st at 11 a.m. Don't worry, we're gonna get to it.
You couldn't even wait a month.
No.
And I've decided that I'm gonna do both Chella next year. So I have a week before I have to put this money down. Girl, I'm gonna do the payment plan on both weekends, girl. Try and secure artist passes, but I'm buying the tickets just to buy them. So you're telling me I have 1 week? You couldn't even wait a month. Greedy. Greedy. Give me a break.
I want to say that I'm shocked, but I'm not. Because if we haven't learned one thing from this series of covering Coachella this year is that people will risk it all. They'll risk it all to be at Coachella. And then you over here talking about some,
like, give me a break. My wallet hurt. Pound Coachella.
Absolutely no. This is a choice. And we need to go a little bit deeper. Now, right now, we are on the official Coachella website. The tickets go on sale the 1st of May. But this is the part that's getting me. It says $49 down with a payment plan. Can't wait. Just can't wait for Coachella. Buy a hotel package now. So what's happening is a lot of people are like, Coachella, we don't want to wait till May 1st, are you crazy? We're gonna buy the hotel package now in order to get the tickets. So let me show you what's going on. Now, you know you gotta read the fine print, and you know y'all don't like to read the fine print, but don't worry, that's why I'm here. That's what I like to do. And it says here, bundle hotel and passes. What does this say? Pair your festival passes with a local hotel or resort to make all the planning easy. Plus, add a shuttle bus for easy transportation. You can purchase this now, okay? And then it goes into also the 2027 payment plan. And it says lock in. You can lock in the lowest price now. Pay just $49 down at checkout, then split the rest into equal payments through January 2027. Y'all, they even got the merch here for the 2026 Coachella in case you missed it at the festival. This is according to them. They said it can find its way right to your front door. But first, we want to get into the bundle hotel and passes, right? So let's just go to Safari Camping. And it says here that Safari Camping is Coachella's best kept secret. Why? It says here, nestled just behind the main festival grounds, the Safari Campground offers something truly special. Climate controlled, fully furnished accommodations surrounded by swaying palms. Y'all, they saying that y'all got some trees and stunning mountain views are just the start. Elevate your weekend with golf cart rides between stages, private parking right next to the campgrounds, air-conditioned bathrooms and showers, morning and late night eats, a cool lounge to unwind in, concierge service, and so much more. Okay, that ain't what I'm here for. I want to know how much is it? Now, this is a look at the Safari Camping. This is what it looks like from the outside. But here we have something that says book now. And you know what? As we scroll down, the first cabana option is this, right? For weekend one, sold out. So, y'all already done Klarna'd it up, split it into 4, got the credit card with the highest limit to go ahead and throw these Coachella tickets on there already. Let me tell you what it says. At least it still has the price up. And I was mad when I found out this was already sold out, because usually when I try to go back and see what the original price was when something sells out on the Coachella site, I can't see it. I can't see it. But it says here, for weekend one safari camping or a cabana tent, the prices are from $1,875 per person per night. That's important because a lot of people want to put multiple people in the tents in safari camping. You're still paying $1,875 per person per night. Every night you're there. But let me continue. Now it says here in the finest of print that I can barely see, because Coachella, why do y'all have this so small? We got to take out the magnifying glass. Prices are based on 2 people sharing $15,000 total. So the total for this is $15,000. And I'm glad it's showing y'all what it looks like on the inside, because I've been doing videos trying to give y'all a good idea. Here's another picture from the outside. It's a tent, air conditioned from what it says here. That's another look of one from the outside. And this is the back of another. Now, what's interesting is you have to pay attention. It says safari camping or cabana tent. So they done thrown both of the pictures in here. I don't know what you gonna get if you pay $15,000, but if I see this for $15,000, and I've been doing coverage of Coachella this year, people were saying, hey, it's hot. People was going to Home Depot talking about they need some AC, and the AC should have been right for $15,000 plus an additional $1,800 per day per person. I better be on froze when I leave, but I digress. Then we're gonna go down to weekend 2. I'm already noticing one other thing. It's already sold out. Yes, y'all sold out weekend 1 and weekend 2 for the safari camping or the cabana tent. But for weekend 2, it was cheaper. It was $1,500 per night per person for weekend 2, around a $300 difference from weekend 1 here, as we can see. And again, the price is based on 2 people sharing. And this week for weekend 2 has been sold out for $12,000 total for this. Both of these tents or cabanas are for a 4-night stay, fully furnished. And as of right now, and it's April 24th, the platinum services, for those seeking exclusive access, it says it ain't available yet. But what's interesting is the one thing that has already been released, which was the safari camping, is already sold out. Unbelievable. And again, everything else is not available for purchase yet until May 1st. But what I do want to point out is this little tab right here that I know a lot of y'all aren't going to read, but this is the most interesting part. It says here, flexible payment. Buy now, pay later. We're off to a rough start. It says lock in your spot with 6 even payments. And don't wait. Availability is limited. And you know, would it even be good marketing if you thought you had time? But I digress. They said, get ready for an unbelievable weekend. Now, more info, yes, I would like to know more. What's interesting about this right here is it says, are payment plans available for hotel packages? And it says here, yes, you can break up the cost of any hotel package by taking advantage of our payment plan at the time of purchase. Split up your payments into 6 equal payments. The payment plan option must be selected during the checkout process and cannot be applied after an order has been submitted, and there is a $50 fee to join the payment plan. Okay, so you're gonna off top pay $50 to split this up into them 6 equal payments. And it goes on to say, only one credit card, oh gosh, only one credit card can be used to make the initial payment, and that card will automatically be charged for all future installments. If the credit card on file needs to be updated for future installments, it's telling you gotta log into Coachella Hospitality account to do so. And it says here what happens if you miss a payment. If a scheduled installment payment fails, your card will be recharged after 7 days. If it fails again, a third attempt will occur 7 days after that. And failure to complete payment plan installations will result in the cancellation of your package and is subject to a $50 Item restocking fee, no exceptions. You are responsible for managing your payment plan and verifying charges on your credit card and bank statements. And then it goes on to talk about our payment plans available for Safari and the resort at Coachella packages. And mind you all, we just discussed how Safari for 2027 is already sold out. But I'm nosy. Was it available? And it says no. Payment plans are only available for hotel packages. Now you're probably thinking, Simone, why are you getting hyped about that? If no payment plans were available for hotel packages, the people who spent the $15,000, the $12,000, whatever they just spent on the Safari camping that is already sold out for 2027, either had the money or they put that on a credit card as debt. We are in a financing crisis when it comes to Coachella. And Billboard.com posted this article April 10th of 2026. It says here, as concert ticket prices soar, more than half of Coachella general admission attendees are buying tickets through payment plans. Going on to say, with prices for live music going through the roof, fans are turning to payment plans as interest-free ways to pay for their festival tickets. That is very interesting because that likely was not the case for those Safari Coachella tickets. And I had to do some more research because Billboard wanted me to make a subscription or something to end up reading that article. I was not. But this AOL article says around 60% of Coachella's ticket buyers used buy now, pay later as their payment method. Now, this was last year when this happened. And originally it says here in a new report published by Billboard on April 17th, that was 2025. The studies found that of the 80,000 plus attendees at the music festival, roughly 60% used a payment plan to afford their tickets. I'm honestly scared for what we're about to see May 1st and the time in between May 1st and Coachella 2027. I need to see what the people on TikTok are saying about Coachella. I'm scared.
So obviously everything right now is Coachella, Coachella, Coachella. I'm like, I have to go to Coachella next year. Like I literally have no other option. I have to go, right? So then I'm like, done, I'm going. But then I hear such mixed reviews because like I don't really care to be in a shuttle for like 3 hours. Like no one does, obviously, right? But the lineup is like insane. Like you're never gonna get a lineup like that anywhere else. But then I see videos and the crowd's not even dancing, and then like you miss acts, and then like getting home is like 3 hours. And I am not a rager like that. Like I don't care. Like I want to be able to get home. Like I'm not camping, right? So then I'm like, do I go to Coachella or am I just being influenced? Do you know what I mean? Like is it what everyone makes it up to be? But like I can't die.
Ma'am, I feel you've fallen for the propaganda because you don't even sound like the type to be out there with the tumbleweeds. You don't even sound excited. You don't even know if you want to go, but you're like, I need to go. Like, why do you feel you need to go somewhere that you seem so unsure about? It's the Coachella FOMO doing a lot of y'all in. Y'all seen the lineup this year. You were like,
Oh my gosh, Justin Bieber, Bieberchella, once in a lifetime experience.
y'all don't know who's headlining next year. So I don't even know what she's talking about the lineup. Nobody knows. People are making predictions on TikTok about who they think is going to be at Coachella. Nothing has been released. It's not on the Coachella website. So I would say, yes, you've been successfully influenced. I mean, it's not too late, but Coachella got some of y'all in a chokehold this year.
But then the other part of me is like, and like deep down, like I know Ultra is my dream festival, and like catch me working at Ultra one day. But like, I'm like, do I go to Coachella though? Because like I'm like in my 20s and I'm like, it's Coachella, and like I love LA, but Ultra, like I just feel like the vibe is better and like everyone's there for the sets and stuff, and I just feel like Coachella is like so influencer heavy. But then I'm like, catch me thinking I'm a influencer when I'm there too, so like to say anything. But like I don't know. And then I'm like, there's Lollapalooza and stuff, but like John Summit, bro, if you know, like Martin Garrix, like Dom Dollar and stuff, but like I've seen them before. So then I'm like, is that me being silly, like going to Ultra? And like what if like Miley Cyrus and like McRae and Ray and Zara Larson and stuff, who are like rumored to headline Coachella next year, but then I don't want to be in the back of the mosh. I can't even see the screens. Like I can watch it at home, but then it's not the same. Like it's, and like I don't want to be in that shuttle bus for like 40 years. I don't know, first world problems, okay? Like,
yeah.
Someone, please tell me what to do, and I'll be convinced.
That's already a problem in my humble opinion. that you need somebody else to tell you what to do with expensive concerts, expensive music festivals. You waiting on TikTok to give you a sign and influence you. Clearly, they already did the work. And that's kind of scary that y'all need to be convinced by strangers. Ma'am, you sound like what she said, a Lollapalooza fan, whatever that was that she was talking about. Coachella don't seem like your jam. No toast. And that's okay. A lot of y'all are trying to force it. And then spending thousands of dollars while trying to force something that we have been showing. Many of y'all don't like the experience of. And you might like the performers. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the overall Coachella experience that you're paying for, a lot of y'all ain't cut out for it. You're gonna end up in Dangerchella, Pochella. You think you're gonna be in rich. Some of y'all think you're gonna be in Richchella. You're not. Okay? You're not gonna be there. And I've been going over how much this stuff costs. If you're in your early 20s and you can afford to be at these concerts, absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's your choice. Y'all make it make sense for when you get back. That's what I will say. Don't just go off of, oh, I'm waiting on somebody to tell me what move to make with my money, and then be crying because your finances ain't in order when you get back. Now Coachella might only be 2 weekends. Them 2 weekends can put a lot of y'all in the hole thousands of dollars. Some people already in the hole for 2027. It's already too late for them. Can't save them. Just think about it. Think about yourself, y'all. Stop worrying about everybody else. They going to Coachella, he going to Coachella, she going to Coachella. Oh my gosh, I don't want to get left out, the FOMO. How would you pay to go to Coachella? Do you like the environment of Coachella? Are you cut out for it? Be honest. Make an informed decision. And there's people in the comments telling this lady to do both. Go to both for the concert. And ma'am, you notice how nobody asked you about your finances? They just said go. Others saying, do it. You only live once, girl. These people don't know you. They don't know you.
So I went to Coachella for the first time this year, weekend 1 VIP, and everyone keeps asking me how it was. And let me tell you how it was. It was so much fun that the dust hasn't even cleared on weekend 2. My Coachella nails aren't even grown out. And this morning, my friend Sam and I booked weekend 2 Coachella 2027 VIP hotel package tickets. So we're going next year. That's how much fun it was. I have to go back. Like, you can't even get the full experience in one weekend. It's so hard. Like, I wish I would have gone back 2 weekends in a row, but we'll just have to wait until next year. And we decided to do weekend 2 this year just because she couldn't do it the first weekend, and I'm kind of down for either weekend. I know people say the second weekend's about people with the music, who love music, and the first weekend's influencers, and I don't think it's mutually exclusive. I'm like, I love influencer culture, and I also love music deep, so I'm kind of down for both either way. But I am extra excited to do weekend 2 just so that I already know what went down for weekend 1 and I can like game plan, you know what I mean? So that's how much fun it was. It hasn't even been a week and I'm already like thinking about going next year.
Now there's people saying, I thought they don't go on sale till May 1st. She said, I got the hotel package. Others saying, look, I'm dying to go, but these prices are killing me. I want y'all to see how much the hotel packages are. Now we're back on the Coachella official website and it says here, we'll take it from here. Choose a hotel package that combines general admission or VIP festival access with thoughtfully selected local resort and hotel stays, plus shuttle passes for your entire group. And it says here that this can be booked now, so I'm gonna go ahead and click it. Now what it's saying here is the general admission package for weekend 1 with 3-night stay is $583.58 per person per night. And it says here the prices are based again on 2 people sharing, but the total is $3,501.49. For a 4-night stay, it's $521.16 per person per night. Again, based on 2 people sharing, making it $4,169.32 total. And y'all, weekend 2 for general admission for the hotel package is showing here the total being $3,401, and that is for the 3-night stay. But if you're going to do the 4-night stay for weekend 2, it's going to be $4,069. Y'all, that wasn't even VIP. But let's just go to the bottom. It says here that they have hotel details. These are the 2 Indio hotels that it seems like Coachella has partnered with specifically for this music festival. And what's interesting to me is the stars. Now this one says it's 6.1 miles from the festival, which is good. And then this one also says it's 5.7 miles from the festival. This one being the Marriott Inn and Suites, Indio Coachella Valley, 2 stars. Okay, interesting. And then the Hampton Inn and Suites Indio, also 2 stars. I'm not sure why it's 2 stars. I'm just reading it. Now, the people who want the VIP package for the hotels, this is the VIP hotel package, weekend 2, because I don't even see VIP for weekend 1 for the hotel package. But anyway, it says here, the 3-night VIP package is $800 per person per night, which is around, I believe, $300 more the other hotel package. And this is $4,801 total. What's interesting is for the 4-night stay, because we just went over the 3-night, the 4-night is $5,469 total. Y'all, it's expensive. This is expensive. As expensive as it is to book, people are on TikTok showing, hey, my booking is confirmed. They said booking Safari 2027 while people are still in their tents sleeping. Some people are commenting Safari wasn't worth it. Others saying, I was seriously considering it for next year, but it's already sold out. Indeed it is. And more people confirming, hey, I'm gonna see you there because I already got mine too. And I'm concerned for many people because Coachella doesn't need you to have money. They just need you to have access to debt. They need you to have access to a credit card or be willing to split it up into 6 equal payments on their website. Nonetheless, they just need you to have some sort of plan or a plot to spend this money that many of you might not have. And you know who's getting rich? Coachella. Coachella, the sponsors, the food vendors.
I was looking into safari camping. Like, I was taking a peek for 2027, you know, for Coachella. Like, I did VIP this time around for my first Coachella, but after the experience, I'm like, yeah, safari is where it's at. Like, I don't care if it's 15K. It's definitely something I would do like once in a lifetime type of thing. Like, I would only do that as a regular, schmegular person. Definitely would do safari once. But if I had it like that, just know. But no, I came to look for passes for 2027 for Safari. I was like, you know what? And giggles, like, let's just, let's get all the pricing together. And, if the price is right, Safari 2027 Coachella, like.
The fact that she already knew it was around $15,000, she's just like, this is a once in a lifetime experience. Coachella, I'm a regular person. I'm only going to do this one time. And y'all are talking about $15,000 like it's $15. For a regular person, $15,000 is a lot of money, especially in 2026. We don't know what 2027 is going to look like, but in 2026, with inflated price, like gas is through the roof, food is through the roof, are we forgetting that? As a regular person, people losing jobs, are we forgetting how influencers sell a lifestyle to a lot of you all that make you all think that a lot of things that are abnormal in influencer culture are normal, which then cause you to have FOMO, increasing your likelihood to impulse spend, impulse buy, participate in the FOMO of Coachella. And we're not even talking about the supply and demand issues and the need for many of you to rush out and make uncalculated decisions for one of the world's most expensive festivals. I'm nervous, honestly.
I didn't even stand a chance. There was no chances. Like, those were sold out already. Like, huh? Like, which one of you has that 15K no limit or no limit Amex or no limit anything? Like,
and what's crazy is the fact that she even knows that's likely what it is. Debt. Again, you don't need to have the money. You just need access to debt. Access to clocking yourself in at work to pay off that debt. That a lot of y'all aren't thinking about how you're going to do that because you're convincing yourself that Coachella is a once in a lifetime experience that you must go to, and you're missing out. The fact that she even first went to Amex credit card says a lot. She don't even believe that y'all got it. And what's crazy is she seems like she was willing to risk it all. But she says she's on the Coachella website for the plot. For poops and giggles. And man, maybe it was for the best it was sold out. Because the way you was just talking, you almost was a victim.
Like, literally, it didn't even give us regular folks a chance. A freaking chance. So guess what I'm gonna be doing this whole year on the Tickety Talk app? Because I'd seen them influencers. I see the brands that brought out influencers. And guys, like, These people have Riz online, but in person, I'm like, baby, you ain't influencing nothing, baby. So yeah, moral of the story of this whole thing is based on my experience for this year, 2026, I was like, yeah, either I'm staying, like, I'm a camp there, El Dorado, Safari, the resort, like, whatever. But these are already sold out. Like, I don't even stand a chance. So, guys, please support my Coachella 2027 endeavors. I want to go to Coachella as, like, or even if I don't stay there, but I want a guest pass. I want an artist pass. Like, I feel like that would make it more worth it too, like, being that close. So, just pray for me, y'all. Pray for me and support.
Regular people, by the way. And I honestly, ma'am, I hope you get a brand trip. I hope you're able to find a way to go to Coachella for free, because she said she was a regular person. Now if you're saying if you truly are a regular person, most people in America don't even have $5,000 for an emergency. They alternator go out in their car, it's a wrap as a regular person. So I don't know what y'all mean when y'all say I'm a regular person. Maybe there's levels, but most regular people don't have $15,000 for Coachella unless they are running it up on a credit card or using a buy now pay later option. That is regular people stuff. And I wouldn't want that for you, ma'am. I wouldn't want that for none of y'all. So I'm hoping everybody get a brand trip that's about to make some bad financial decisions, because some of y'all are willing to take it there, and y'all are stressing me out. So found interesting is that she said the influencers aren't influencing anything, but can we not see the influence that the influencers have had on the general population, especially people on TikTok, when it comes to Coachella? Like, can we at least as people agree on that? Because where do you think the FOMO came from? The influencers have made a whole aesthetic out of Coachella. What were they doing this year? Like the whimsical? I don't... Like, they was going to Goodwill, getting Goodwill thrifts, hiring stylists, whole teams and stuff like that just for Coachella. And don't even get me started on the people who just want to be at Coachella for the clout, for what the clout might bring. Because in today's society, for many people, clout is currency. Hello. And just off the strength of what I just said, a lot of people will put Coachella over their real life responsibilities. For all of that, scary times. And we got to talk about the fact that there's two sides of Coachella, the rich side and the poor side. The rich side might be paying up front. The poor side, the po side of Coachella might be splitting it up into payment plans, credit carding it up. The rich side is getting sponsored to be there. The po side got to deal with the consequences of their bad financial decisions as soon as they get on that shuttle bus to leave Coachella. It's just gonna hit you like a ton of bricks. We have to deal with the reality of what is really going on at Coachella. That's why I split it up into sections so everybody could visually see the differences. The rich side is even getting free food. They got booths set up that the influencers or the socialites or the people who got a lot of money can just walk up to and get free pizzas, free ice cream. Well, they paid for it or they were sponsored in order to get those things for free. But my point is, you over there eating pizza that's making your stomach turn. You over there ducking flying tents. It's not even the same. So if you're gonna have a conversation about Coachella and saying you as a person want to go in 2027, there's nothing wrong with that, but consider your life after Coachella and what side of Coachella you would really be on, and how is that going to affect you months after you leave. And maybe I need to show y'all again the differences. This is somebody who was safari camping at Coachella this year, okay? And he talks a bit about his expenses.
This is what it's like to spend $11,000 to camp at Coachella. And you know what the best part is? If this is not your vibe, then you don't have to do it. This is called safari camping, and it's hubby and my favorite way to do Coachella. Upon arrival, you have private parking and a private check-in. Anyone staying in your tent does get a guest artist pass, which is so nice.
Unlike the other camping that you may be used to seeing,
there is zero setup required on your end. Tent comes fully furnished and ready to go. They have private showers that are available for anyone staying at safari, and the most important thing is that they're clean, and I never waited in a line to shower. They also, of course, have private bathrooms and also provide toiletries if you forget yours. The lounge is where you're going to have all of your meals. They provide meals every single day. They have a DJ and a bar, so a lot of people come here to hang out. They even have midnight snacks, which really come in clutch. And this year, they were even offering IVs for purchase, pass, which I definitely took advantage of. When you're ready to head to the festival, you get private golf cart access. And of course, you're able to stand in the artist area, which gets you real close to all of your favorites. Tents start at $10,000 and go up to $12,000, and it's $3,000 for any additional guests. Personally, I think it's worth it.
Now, I just gave y'all what the prices were for 2027. This was for 2026. I think he said he spent $11,000. I believe what I read earlier was higher than that for Safari. Now, just going off of what he said, I would be correct, because even weekend 2, which is the cheaper of the 2 weekends, $12,000. The first weekend, $15,000. So in my opinion, I think Coachella has already caught on to the fact that this was going to be in high demand, and the fact that it sold out already, they were right. In the price increase allegedly being an extra $1,000, easy money for Coachella. Easy. That just easy come up. Some people saying $11,000 and still outside. Others saying Coachella was made to protest expensive concerts and tickets. Yeah, we talked about that as well earlier in our Coachella series. And other people saying, is this the rich side of Coachella? I've been looking for you. And yes, it is. This is considered the rich side of Coachella.
Got back from Coachella 2026 and I did safari camping for my first time. And before you start, yes, I did spend a lot of money on this. No, this was not sponsored. I own 3 successful businesses. I'm in my 30s and I do not have kids. I am very grateful for everything that I'm able to provide for myself, and I'm also very grateful for the opportunities that I have.
First off, she said she has 3 businesses. I believe she said she's in her 30s with no children. I'm glad she brought this up. A lot of y'all have different responsibilities, which is what I was saying earlier. And if her 3 businesses are profitable, flourishing, this might not be nothing for her to be at Coachella. The question is, what is it for you? The person that wants to spend $15,000 that might not have it. Because you're seeing people like this. And this is why I say, like a lot of y'all are saying the influencers are getting paid to do a bunch of nothing and they're at Coachella. They're not influencing. They've done a job well done on y'all already. Because y'all want to go to Coachella and be just like them. Y'all want the brand trips, the luxury experience. Now, I actually like the fact that we're seeing this from a perspective of somebody who actually seems like they may be able to actually afford these things and is not under financial duress.
I'm gonna give you a rundown about whether I thought this was worth it or not. The total cost for me was $4,250. We purchased a tent for $17,000 and we split that cost between 4 people. Let's get into it. I've done Coachella 6 times. Before this, I did La Campana, and prior to that, I did Lake El Dorado twice. I've also done an Airbnb and I've stayed in a hotel. So when I came to Safari, I was expecting a lot better, especially more than La Campana. Our package came with a 4-person tent, 4 artist guest passes, golf cart transportation between stages, breakfast every day, and late night bites. And you also get a welcome Aperol Spritz party on Thursday, and then you get a social hour on Sunday. You do share restroom with everyone staying in Safari, and then the showers are individual stalls, but they are also shared among the community. I think one of the biggest perks to doing Safari is the fact that you're staying on the campgrounds. You avoid the traffic going in and out of the festival, and you also get artist passage, which is supposed to give you premium viewing of the stages. In some places, especially main stage, there's an artist compound where they have complimentary water, refreshments, ice cream, and many other things. But to be honest, all of those things finish before 4 or 5 p.m. every day. When you check in, you do get a separate Safari wristband, and that wristband gives you access to priority boarding for the golf carts. But to be very honest, on Thursday, on the way to campground, and on Friday, the golf cart situation was a mess. It's something weird about the artist compound too. I feel like you think it's gonna be this super luxurious thing, but honestly, it's just a place for you to hang out away from crowds. It's also a place for you to spot some pretty famous people, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Stop them? You don't really want to bother them. You can look at them in TV. Also get priority viewing areas in Sahara tent, outdoor stage. Every other stage doesn't really have any privilege. The golf carts do have stops at main stage, outdoor stage, Mojave, and Sahara. But that's it. If you want to go to anywhere like Gobi, or if you want to go to Dulap, you do have to walk through the festivals. Now, if I'm talking about just the camping portion, Safari was good. The stay was comfortable, the beds were great, the showers were a little questionable most of the time, but the people that we met and the food that we ate was great. Also upsell that there's complimentary massages, but honestly there's only 30 slots and there's about 300 guests staying in Safari. Will I do it again? Probably not. I was very underwhelmed, especially in the artist area. It was so packed at all times. I don't know if it's a weekend one thing, but everyone in that artist viewing area felt like they were superior or supreme to you. I love influencer culture and everything about it. My little sister's an influencer, but just something about the vibe in this crowd was not it. If it was only worth it to me for the camping, then I'd probably go back to La Campana and then just use my in and out privilege and go get food outside of the campgrounds and come back and get ready. Because when it comes to the beds and the air conditioning, La Campana was exactly the same comfort. Matter of fact, La Campana was better because the air conditioning wasn't working the first 2 days at Safari for many of our tents, and concierge didn't seem to have any rush to get it fixed.
And that's what I was saying. A lot of people were out there allegedly in Safari camping after paying upwards of $15,000 and the AC ain't working? And what do you mean they wasn't really worried about it? I need somebody to have some urgency, move with a purpose for $15,000. If I paid $15,000, my AC it should never be out. It should be on ice baby. Because what do you mean? But at least she has quick access to the stage. You know, the food is being prepared for them. I didn't even know they did massages, but 30 slots. What? Okay. For 300 people?
The weekend one was actually cool, but Thursday, Friday was warm. And so by the time we got a new AC, it was Saturday. There was no use for it. Now, this is just my review as someone who is normal, didn't get this gifted. If you want to go and experience it, I totally get it because that was me too. But I do hope your experience is a lot better than mine because I won't be doing it again. I just don't think that it was worth the amount of money that we spent.
And of course, when you're actually spending your hard-earned money, if you really have it, or even if you don't have it, you're gonna have a certain level of expectation, which is also different than being gifted a trip to Coachella. Most people would just be grateful that they're gifted or sponsored to go to Coachella. But if you're actually paying your hard-earned money that you have to go clock in at your job, use your PTO to go to Coachella, and it's not up there, you're gonna feel some type of way. And I can understand that.
So Coachella passes for next year go on sale next week, and all I can say is please guys, if you can afford the payment plan, at least lock in for your tickets. I don't want anyone to get scammed. The amount of chisme and freaking posts that I had seen on TikTok and Instagram and Threads and Twitter is just insane. It is so bad. This year was so bad, and I know because of the hype of Justin Bieber, that made it even crazier. I mean, it was the first year Coachella sold out in the last few years. It was insane, and I'm pretty sure because this was people's first Coachella, they definitely want to go back next year. So it's like the Hunger Games again. We are back. We are back.
The fact that we're calling Coachella the Hunger Games, or saying it's like the Hunger Games, it is, but probably not how this person is saying it is. It's more so like District 12 and District 1. I'm not talking about the rush to go out and get tickets. I'm talking about the clear separation, because there are two different sides of Coachella, and it's going to be the same next year. It's going to be the rich side and the poor side. If y'all feel like y'all are fighting for your life to get a ticket, clearly we have a lot of time on our hands as people to care about things that aren't too important. And I love that if that's really the case. I really do. I truly don't think that's the case for most people.
Pre-COVID, if you guys can do the payment plan, or if you guys can just pay in full, please do that. Please lock in for your ticket, guys.
Or please make sure that you can live after Coachella, that you have money, that you're being financially responsible, that you're not going into this with a FOMO mindset, that you're not going to be swimming into debt because you went to Coachella. How about that? Like what type of advice is this? Please make sure you get your tickets now, guys. First world problems, by the way. Let's be serious. Look around.
And for a lot of people that didn't know, in the Coachella Valley, festival season is literally all April. We literally go from the second week of April to the end, ending with Stagecoach. So it's 2 weeks of Coachella and then 1 week of Stagecoach, all 3 weeks in April. So the first week we're chilling, we're chilling. But the amount of tourism that comes into the valley and these people supporting small businesses, I've loved all these influencers trying out these small businesses in the valley while they were down here. But anyways, guys, lock in, don't get scammed. 2027 Coachella, here we come.
And I'm glad to see and hear that local businesses are flourishing because of the influencers coming out there, or the crowds that Coachella brings. Because people try to eat. Regular, normal people, like, I get it.
So this is breaking news on the Coachella ticket site front. So Coachella just did their pre-sale of the safari package, and they are completely sold out. The yurts are sold out. The cabanas are sold out. The regular stuff is sold out. The super VIP stuff is sold out. Everything is sold out, which does make sense given the demand of the Justin Bieber lineup. However, this is where it gets interesting. The Justin Bieber lineup was powered by Justin Bieber. So now Golden Voice is in a real pickle, because all of this pent-up demand is based upon a lineup of a Justin Bieber quality headliner. And let me tell you, having been to Coachella for several years, there are not many Justin Bieber level talents, because it was a combination of he's a legitimate celebrity, he's a legitimate artist, he hadn't toured in years, and it creates a unique marketplace that's just super hot. So now the question is, who has enough market demand to really move a market? And so here are my predictions of headliners that I think could do it. Obviously, Taylor Swift, she could do it. Would she do it? Probably not. Number 2, Britney Spears. Britney Spears has the power to do that. That would be incredible. Britney Spears could move a market. I know that for a fact. Now, who else could kind of fit that market polling dynamic? A lot of people have said Rihanna. Personally, I could see that happening. Rihanna has super market power. She could do it. Now, I know some people said a guy named Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars is currently doing a stadium tour, so I think that eliminates him because the market demand will just be saturated. Once you kind of get past 3 or 4 people, I just don't see how Coachella find another Justin Bieber like talent to draw so much demand, which is going to put Golden Voice in a pickle. Because obviously a lot of the demand is based upon a Justin Bieber level talent.
Now, I can definitely see where this man is coming from, because Justin Bieber definitely had those Coachella prices inflated, because then he created supply and demand issue just off of the buzz, just off of it being Justin Bieber, and oh my gosh, he did the old songs. People went crazy for it. This is a legit conversation. The Justin Bieber buzz, in my opinion, contributed to the sales of Safari being sold out. It just makes sense. People have such bad FOMO about missing Justin Bieber that they're like, I don't know who it's going to be next year. I can't miss out though. I'm not gonna be mad like I was this year, because people were legit mad that they weren't at Coachella this year for the performances, which goes back to people willing to risk it all because they don't want to miss out. They want to be at the scene to say they were there for whatever happens, and we don't even know what is going to happen. And that goes to show how strong the impact of Justin Bieber was at Coachella. The fact that Safari is already sold out, and I believe once they drop general admission on May 1st, I believe that's going to sell out fast. I wouldn't be shocked if that sells out fast.
And for those of you who study, the supply side, Coachella has not sold out in recent years. Post-pandemic, it was only Justin Bieber recently that did that, and they did release the lineup in September. So I think Golden Voice is in a real pickle, and I think that they're going to have to substantially increase their price to get a draw. Because here's the thing, get buzz. So there's kind of 2 levels of people. There's people that love Coachella, and then there's kind of like groups that have minority poll, but it's very small audience segments. There's very few artists that can move a whole market, and there's just not a lot of them. So I think Golden Voice is really going to have to open up the books, the cash pocketbook, to pay somebody. So this will be super interesting. I do think they're going to sell out very quickly on Friday. However, again, this is all based upon the Bieber lineup, and I just don't see how they're going to pull it off in 2027. But there's going to be a lot of pressure, and we'll see how they do.
And I agree with him. He's spot on. And I just need to see the comments, because again, they don't know who is going to be at Coachella, but the FOMO is still alive and well. They're saying here, don't bring Taylor Swift to Coachella, please. I will cancel my ticket. The Taylor Swift fans ain't going to like that. Others saying Harry Styles, Miley Cyrus, Rihanna, Ariana Grande, The Weeknd, Billie Eilish. Now, these are just names that people like, hey, this might be worth it. Selena Gomez, Bruno Mars, Ruel, Alexandra. I don't know who that is. No shade. But in that order, that's what that person's saying. Okay, Drake with 100% move marks at Coachella. Others saying Dat Piff and Don't Stream It. Now that's the pull. Black Eyed Peas, The Reunion. Miley Cyrus, they saying she would break the internet. Britney Spears. Others saying just get Justin again. Coldplay, Rihanna, The Killers. And multiple people saying Rihanna again. People don't know who is performing at Coachella 2027. Coachella 2026 was definitely one for the books. And we've seen the financial aspects of how far everybody was willing to take it for Coachella. And the anticipation for 2027 Coachella is at an all-time high because of the record-breaking performances at Coachella this year in 2026. And my hope is that people learned a lot from this series covering Coachella, whether we're talking about the rich side of Coachella, the poor side of Coachella, Foodchella, Dangerchella, Scamchella, whatever Chella. Even if you saw Brokechella from last year, every video has something for somebody financially. And breaking this down really gave us the opportunity to see the levels to Coachella that not many people have really talked about. And I'm just glad I was here to witness it. But I need to know what y'all think about all this down below. Do you think that those Coachella tickets for May 1st are going to sell out immediately? Have you been to Coachella? Will you be going? Is the FOMO at an all-time high? Do you know anybody who's like, oh my gosh, I need to go to Coachella? Are the prices too high? What do you think about Coachella altogether? But I know one thing. We have to start making better decisions today in order to have a better future.